Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So as we can see, Trump has continued to wail and stand by his claim that he completely obliterates the nuclear sites of Iran. But then we know that this is false. And again, here we have it on True Social, his platform, where he said, fake news CNN, together with the failing New York Times, have teamed up in an attempt to demean one of the most successful military strikes in history. The nuclear sites in Iran are completely destroyed. Both the Times and CNN are getting slammed by the public. And this is the report that made Donald Trump go crazy on social media.
We have major breaking news into CNN. Three sources tell CNN that according to an early U.S. intelligence assessment, the U.S. military strikes on three of Iran's nuclear facilities last weekend did not destroy the core components of the country's nuclear program and likely only set it back a few months.
That's right. So this is an assessment that actually is out from the Defense Intelligence Agency. That is the Pentagon's intelligence arm. And it was based on a battle damage assessment conducted by U.S. CENTCOM after the strikes, according to one of the sources.
So it is obvious that US CENTCOM said, or they made a claim that neither Iran's highly enriched uranium was destroyed nor the fortified underground sites at Fordow and Isfahan. Most of Iran's centrifuges are intact and the nuclear program has only been set back by 1 to 2 months. So going back to the post of Trump where he said both the Times and CNN are getting slammed by the public. So let's see what people think under his post on X. This one said, they were empty buildings, you moron. Satellite video showed Iran moving their equipment 48 hours before your strike. This one also said, poor little Donnie's ego is hot because evidence proves he bullshitted at the podium moments after the bombs were dropped, totally ignoring his intel people's advice not to make the claim until after the assessment. But like every toddler, Donald Trump chose to ignore the adults. And I remember immediately after the strike, Donald Trump made a post on his True Social where he said, we have completed our very successful attack on the three nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now this is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. As you can see, he made a claim. In fact, these guys are yet to come back to the military base. But then this man came up and was congratulating Americans for this job well done. So at the end of the day, we see that the job was nothing but just, someone bluffing. And it's quite unfortunate that it is a failed job. So this one said, evidence suggests they are not completely destroyed, and further evidence suggests Iran moved the nuclear material out before the bombing. All you've succeeded in doing is giving them the incentive to press ahead with a bomb so you and Israel can't attack again. This one said, and in fact this is interesting because this guy, after the post made by Trump, he asked Grok, is this true? And Grok said the US did conduct airstrike on Iran's nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan on June 21st, 2025. But evidence suggests the strikes set back Iran's nuclear program by only a few months, not destroying it as claimed. Intelligence report indicate Iran moved key material beforehand, limiting damage. There's no evidence CNN and the New York Times colluded to undermine the strike. Their reporting aligns with based on official sources and satellite imagery. Public reaction to the media coverage is mixed, with no clear widespread backlash. The situation remains tense with a fragile ceasefire in place. And finally, this one is quite unfortunate, and I think it happened in Russia. This man, a Jew from Belarus, dunked, slammed a 2-year-old Iranian boy, and the guy was sent to coma. And this is unfortunate. The video is in my Telegram channel. You can go there and watch. And in fact, if you are interested in political news and what has been happening between Iran and Israel, between Israel and Gaza, and what's happening around the Muslim world, I would suggest you follow my Telegram channel for these kinds of news. See you at the other side.